Verzeo. Learn here, lead anywhere. Subscribe to our Verzeo channel and tap the bell icon to receive all notifications. Download the Verzeo app and get free content access.
Hello, good evening, ma'am. We can see your screen.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, am I audible, ma'am?
No, I am ready. Could you hear
Okay,
my
ma'am. We
voice?
can. Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Oh yeah, good.
Okay, ma'am. We can get started. We were waiting for you actually.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for
So
joining in. Yeah,
yeah.
we can get started.
I can start it now. Okay.
Yes, yes, we can start.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello everyone. Thank you. I appreciate the invitation as a speaker in the webinar today. It's great to be speaking with all of you today. Hey guys, I just want to make sure that you're hearing me clear and well. Then your answers to the
Yes,
chat
ma'am.
box and let me know if there is anything we could do for you. Clear? Okay. Oh yeah, I give you the link of the slide presentation. Please you in the chat box. Please check in the chat box. I give you the link for the slide presentation. Okay, welcome to today's webinar. You will get access to my slide presentation to this link on the chat box. This is the interactive slide. All the materials you need to use or learn, you can get to this link. Okay, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel about the Google Cloud Platform and others info. Please don't forget to give me the feedback for the webinar today. I will give you the 3 questions as the feedback in the last slide presentation. If you have any questions for me to the webinar, feel free to ask in the chat box or on the slide, and I will try to get back to you during the Q&A at the end, or at least within the next day or so. I won't be responding in the time as I am presenting. The reason why you should stay until the very end of the webinar, you can get some important information about the future of your tech career. Today, I will present the topic, are you ready to upgrade skills in Google Cloud? Because learning and using the Google Cloud Platform is a good change for this era and the future. If you have skill in cloud technology, it will be a good career and a high demand future. Many organizations will use cloud technology for their strategy. Today, I am going to explain about the overview of Google Cloud Platform products and services through a combination of presentations and demo hands-on labs Google, so you can learn how look like Google Cloud works. My name is Rachmawati Ari Taurisia, and I am an advisor cloud computing learning path at Bangkit Academy in Indonesia, helping and supporting the students on self-paced online learning modules. If you want to know my short personal story about my TCP learning journey, I will give you in the described video. It is never late to start learning something new, upgrading your skills and knowledge now. So just to give you an idea of what I am going to be talking about today, here is exactly what you will learn from this webinar. Are you ready to upgrade skills in Google Cloud? What you will learn today, why should you upgrade skills in Google Cloud technology? You will learn about the research from Gartner and others in order to consider for you the reason to upgrade skills in cloud technology. Introduction to cloud computing. You will learn the basics of cloud computing concepts and understanding Google Cloud Platform. You will learn the basics of Google Cloud Platform basics, such as the products and services on GCP and how to interact to GCP. The last session, demo hands on Google, if there is enough time. Oh, excuse me. Do you see on the screen my slide presentations? Okay, I will show you the. Can you the slide on the screen? Okay, I will continue on the next slide. I apologize for a little bit. I'm worried that you cannot see on my slide. Okay, good. Why should you upgrade skills in Google Cloud? In this section, you will get info from the research about cloud technology, so it can motivate you to learn to build your new skills with high demand in the job market. Let's see the following some research. Gartner survey data indicates that almost 70% of organizations using cloud services today plan to increase their cloud spending in the wake of the disruption caused by COVID-19. And the reason why you should upgrade skills in Google Cloud technology, according to Forbes website, the top 10 skills grow fastest in 2021. Cloud technology is the one of the tech skills. And cloud computing impacting IT job market. According to research, job seekers search Google Cloud by 908.75%. Job posting Google Cloud by 1,337.05%. Growth in cloud adoption increased significantly. IT budget to cloud to 21, according to the research. The first time I didn't know well what cloud computing technology is, what the Google Cloud Platform is, what for, and why the business owner or developer should consider using this platform. What exactly is Google Cloud Platform? Why is GCP and what makes it unique? How the cloud platform works? There are many questions in my mind. It might be you too. The primary wave of the drift that brought us to its cloud computing was collocation. Within the decade of the 20s, IT department requirement for proficiency drove them to virtualization. Approximately 10 long time back, Google realized that its business couldn't sufficiently inside the limit virtualization demonstrated. Introduction to cloud computing. The objective of this section is for you to be able to discuss what the cloud is. This section starts by discussing what the cloud computing, the characteristic of cloud computing, then learn cloud service model, cloud deployment model. So what is the definition of cloud computing? Before I start my presentation, I want to know what do you think about cloud computing? Is there anyone trying to answer what the cloud computing is? Please write a response on the slide. Can you say? Okay, good. Neuropsy, kaitannya GLV to store data. Okay, is there anyone to try to answer these questions? Good, you are trying to answer my questions. Is there anyone else to try to answer? Could you see on the screen? Please write a response. There is no anyone else. Screen visible. Okay, good. Screen visible. Cloud computing. Okay, can I continue my presentations? This is the new trend technology starts at the beginning and also for the future. There are some big companies as a cloud provider, such as Amazon with AWS, Google with Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft with Azure, Alibaba with Alibaba Cloud. Cloud computing is a way of using IT that has equally important traits. There are 5 characteristics of cloud computing according to the National Institute of Standards and Technology, or NIST, is an agency under the scope of U.S. Department of Commerce. You can see on the slide. First, computing resources are on demand, on self-service. What does that mean? There is no human intervention for using the resources. Cloud computing customers use an automated interface and get the processing power, storage, and network they need without the typical complex configuration required when building physical servers. Second, broad network access. You can access resources from anywhere in the world. Third, resource pooling. The provider allocates resources from an outside pool, allowing them to be taught from economies of scale. The resources exist in multiple locations everywhere in the world. You just must decide the available geographic location you would wish to utilize. Fourth, rapid elasticity. You will be able to get the resources rapidly. Resources are elastic. If you would like more resources, you will get them rapidly. And once you wish less, you will reduce. Last, measured service. The customers pay only for what they use or reserve as they go. And the next slide, we will learn about the service model. Google Cloud Platform provides infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, and serverless computing environments. Infrastructure as a service, which provides the underlying architecture to run servers. CPU, memory, storage, and networking is provided as a service. The users need to manage operating system and application. For example, Google Data Center in Google Compute Engine, there is a virtual machine. Compute Engine is an infrastructure as a service platform which provides highly customizable virtual machines with the option to deploy your code directly in via containers. Although it requires more configuration and customization, Compute Engine offers more flexibility and costs less than App Engine. Platform as a service, which manages the environment for the user, leaving them to manage their applications. The platform is a managed service. All the user provides the application. This example for the service is Google App Engine. App Engine is a platform as a service with which you deploy your code and let the platform do everything else for you. App Engine automatically creates more instances to handle the increased volume for a high-use app. And software as a service, which manages the infrastructure, platform, and software requiring users the only bring their data to the system. The platform and software is provided as a service to the user. The user supplies the data. This example services is Google Apps, Google Drive, Gmail, YouTube, etc. Then cloud deployment models. There are four cloud deployment models type. Public cloud. In the public cloud deployment model, it's mainly for the general public who create and stores their data to the third-party server. Here, the services are provided by the cloud providers. These provider companies keep of the resources used and bill according to the pay-as-you-use rule. In private cloud, individuals or organizations that choose private cloud get dedicated infrastructure that is not shared by any other individual or organization. The security and control level is highest while using a private network. The costs are borne by an individual or organization. A community cloud is a cloud infrastructure shared by users of the same industry or by those who have common goals. Community cloud is just in the private cloud, but the difference is that instead of a single organization, multiple organizations are involved to use resources from the cloud provider. Hybrid cloud is an aggregate of public cloud and private cloud with the orchestration of the two cloud structures. Organizations can keep their sensitive data on their private cloud. The organization uses public cloud when their on-premise infrastructure needs more scalability. Within the context of Google Cloud, the term hybrid cloud describes a setup in which command or interconnected clouds are deployed. You can get the info for furthermore on the article. Oh, the info from the hybrid and multi-cloud patterns on the Google Cloud documentation in architecture sections. So the cloud computing definition. Cloud computing is a model for enabling convenient on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources, such as networks, servers, storage, applications, and services that can be rapidly provisioned and released with minimal management effort or service provider interaction. This cloud model is composed of 5 essential characteristics, 3 service models, and 4 deployment models. So I hope you can understand the basic concept of the cloud computing until here. Okay. The next about understanding Google Cloud Platform. You will learn to understanding the basics of Google Cloud Platform. What is Google Cloud Platform, products and services, how to interact with Google Cloud Platform. If there is enough time, I will give you the demo hands on Google. I hope you have enough time so you can learn how it looks like the Google Cloud Platform works. What is Google Cloud Platform? Google Cloud Platform is a part of Google Cloud, which includes the Google Cloud Platform public cloud infrastructure. Do you remember the previous presentation about deployment models? Google Cloud Platform is a suite of cloud computing services that runs on Google's internal infrastructure. It provides cloud services including computing, data storage, analytics, and machine learning. Google Cloud Platform is a portfolio of cloud computing services that grew around the initial Google App Engine framework for hosting web applications from Google's data center. Since the launch of Google App Engine in 2008, GCP has grown into one of premier cloud computing platforms on the market through their trails Amazon Web and Microsoft Azure in terms of market share. The innovation technology from Google is very complete for helping the business. You don't need infrastructure. You only focus on your business to grow. You focus on code and innovation if you are a developer or software engineer. There are some services from GCP, Google Cloud Platforms, products and services can be broadly categorized as compute services, cloud data storage, and databases, networking, big data, machine learning. Let's learn one by one of the product and these services. Compute services. Leveraging compute can include virtual machines via compute engine, running Docker containers in a managed platform using Google Kubernetes engine, deploying applications in a managed platform like App Engine, or running event-based serverless code using cloud functions. Compute Engine. Compute Engine lets you create and run virtual machines on Google infrastructure. You can decide the number of virtual machines that you need, which persistent disk, the memory, and the CPU that you will require. Your virtual machine can run Linux and Windows servers images provided by Google or customized versions of this image. Speaking of processing power, if you have workloads like machine learning and data processing that can take advantage of GPUs, many GCP zones have GPUs available for you. If your application needs high performance scratch space, you can attach a local SSD, but be sure to store data of permanent value somewhere else because local SSD content doesn't last past when the VM terminates. Once your VMs are running, it's easy to take a durable snapshot of their disk, cloud storage, and databases. What everything you create or have an application for, it must be thinking about how to store and manage the data, isn't right? You will store some media files, backups, or other file-like objects. The cloud storage in this GCP is almost similar a file located on your local computer, but different because this object that you can store here has an URL link and uses a globally unique name. You can create policy permission to access the data. You also determine the location of your data using multi-region, region, or zone. There are three common use cases storage options in Google Cloud Storage. The first, the storage and delivery of content. The second, storage and data analytics and general computing. The third, backup and archival storage. There are some options to store and manage the data in GCP services. You can see on the slide, such as Cloud Bigtable, Cloud Data Store, Cloud Spanner, Cloud SQL. We should understand structured data and unstructured data because you can choose the storage options based on this. Structured data is what most people are used to working with. It typically corresponds to columns and rows such as in spreadsheets and relational databases. For managed relational databases, there is Cloud SQL or Cloud Spanner. Cloud SQL if a relational database is needed. Then you can choose either a traditional managed MySQL or PostgreSQL database. Cloud Spanner for horizontally scalable, highly available databases. And for NoSQL, there are options like Cloud Data Store or Cloud Bigtable. Cloud Data Store if you need a simple NoSQL option to use for your application. Cloud BigQuery and Cloud Bigtable if you need a structured solution and utilizing cloud analytics. Unstructured data is far more difficult to process or analyze using traditional methods. Text and multimedia content such as email, messages, documents, photos. For unstructured storage, if you need a solution to hold files, backups, logs, blobs, for example, you can use cloud storage. Network service. The TCP service will help you to load balance traffic across resources, create DNS records, and connect your existing network to Google's network. The next about big data and machine learning. Data is very important for every business. The GCP gives the solution for full managed and scalable complexity data, the huge amounts, and faster data processing. That is Google's innovation technology to maintain the data for you. The serverless data services on GCP that you can consider to use it. You can use for data analysis, fetch and streaming, data processing, asynchronous messaging, such as Cloud Data Pro, Cloud Data Flow, Cloud Data Bigtable, BigQuery, Cloud PubSub. Machine learning. Do you realize the Google products that you see and use every day, such as Google Photos, YouTube, search engine, Google Assist built on machine learning? What is machine learning? Machine learning is one of the branches of artificial intelligence technology. The machine treats as a human brain work to learn, mostly using TensorFlow, the open source program to run this machine learning. GCP provides machine learning APIs and AI platform. Google Cloud AI is the basis for its machine learning services with pre-trained models or machine learning APIs, as well as a managed service for more advanced developers and customers to build their own tailored models through the Google Cloud Machine Learning Engine. The machine learning engine is integrated with other Google Cloud Data Platform products such as Google Cloud Storage, Google Cloud Data Flow, and Google Cloud Data Lab for training models. How to interact to GCP? Then how can we use and interact with the Google Cloud Platform for using the GCP? You can consider 4 ways. Google Console or web-based interactive UI. Google Command Line use Cloud Shell and Cloud SDK. File libraries use Google API, Cloud Console mobile apps. With a minute, I will show you the Google Console look like. I will stop sharing the slide presentation. I will share with you the screen about Google Console. Oh, wait, it's a minute. I will show you the Google Console.
Can you tell difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I will artificial intelligence and machine learning. Yeah. The machine learning is the branches of artificial intelligence. The machine learning, the part of artificial intelligence, or you can say the subnet, the subsection of the artificial intelligence is okay. Can you see on the screen my I see. Can you see on the screen about Google Cloud Platform console? Here is Google Cloud Platform. Excuse me. Let your questions, if you wanna this way, I will continue to answer the last session. Is it okay? Because I will focus on the presentation until the last session. I am worried that I am distracted and I can forget anything. So if you have any question, please write down in the chat box. I will get back at the end because I am worried that I can lose focus on my presentation. Excuse me. Okay, I will continue to my presentation until, oh yeah, I will tell you about the Google Console. You can see on the screens about Google Console platform. And the left side, there's home, BigQuery, Kubernetes engine, products, and compute, storage, databases. In the left side is the products and services that you can use, and you can say that this is resources that you can use in your daily activity when you use the Google Platform Console. You can use the Google Cloud Console platform or web-based interactive. GCP Console provides for you to manage your GCP projects and resources. It serves as a centralized console for all of your project data and lets you execute command tasks using simple mouse click. You can see I just use mouse to click anywhere here. This way, there is no need to remember commands and there is no risk of introducing typing errors. For example, you might start a new project. If you want to make sure only certain team members can access the resources in that project, you can use and admin here. The GCP console is also great for developers. Cloud source repositories provide Git version control to support the collaborative development of any application or service. Then Google Command Line, you can use Cloud Shell and Cloud SDK. If you are familiar with the Linux system, it's good for you to understand Google Cloud Command Line. I will show you if you want to active the Cloud Shell terminal. You can active Cloud Shell here. Just click on the right button, the right top on the Google Cloud Console. You can see here, this is Cloud Shell, and there is a GC Cloud command line, such as this, GC Cloud config sets, projects, and project ID. GC Cloud config set projects, and then followed by project ID. You can see the project ID here. The project info, there is actually three attributes: project name, project ID, and project number. I will demo hands-on Google about this Cloud Shell and GC Cloud the end of the slide presentation. I will show you how look like the Cloud Shell and GC Cloud command line. The Cloud SDK is a set of command line tools for GCP. You can run these tools interactively or in your automated scripts. The utilize units are always available, up to date, and fully authenticated when you need them. The Cloud SDK also includes client libraries that enable you to easily create and manage resources. GCP client libraries expose APIs for two main purposes. APIs provide access to services. Admin APIs offer functionality for resource management. And then the client libraries or Google API, the third ways to interact GCP. I will show you here APIs and services. On the screen, there are many Google APIs and services here. Machine learning, Google Space, YouTube, social, advertising, mobile. Google Cloud APIs, you can see and view all. That's this game services API, Dataflow API, Stackdriver error reporting API, Stackdriver trace API, and etc. Okay, this is Google APIs. The services that make up GCP offer APIs, so that code you write can control them. The APIs can be enabled through the GCP console, or what is called RESTful. In other words, they follow the representational state paradigm. I mean, the representational state transfer paradigm. Your code can pass information to the APIs using JSON, which is a very popular way of passing textual information over the web. And there is an open system keyout tool for user login and access control. You can see here. Keyout consent screen credentials. GCP APIs also assist in helping you to control your spend with most daily quotas and limits. Mobile apps. Oh, I see. I see. The cloud shell is still provisioning. Wait a minute. Okay. The cloud shell is ready now. I will demonstrate configure environment, install a new component, connect to your VM instance with SSH. Okay, the first I will show you how to use DC Cloud. DC Cloud config set. DC Cloud config set projects here. You can see in the project and this quick labs project ID. Oh, sorry. There's a GC Cloud. Set GC Cloud config. Sorry, I missed it. Config set project and quick labs. Yeah. Okay. Good. Authorities success. And you can type another command line to active account name. You can use GC Cloud Outlays. Is there anyone to talk?
Yes,
What will you talk about?
I'm sorry. Actually, I'm new here. I'm trying to understand what you are trying to convey to both of us.
Oh yeah. Can you see on the screen about my demonstration on the Google Cloud platform? I start to use the Cloud Shell terminal. Can you see?
Yes, yes. I'm trying to understand what you are doing.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I just realized maybe I talked to very fast to explain everything in the webinar. I'm sorry. I must be not too fast. Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. I am demonstrating about the Cloud Shell and GC Cloud. Well, I start the beginning again. Okay. I start the beginning step by step. I demonstrate about using the Cloud Shell and GC Cloud. I will talk not fast, but I will speak step by step. So I hope you can understand well. Okay. Cloud Shell provides you with command line access to computing resources hosted on Google Cloud. Cloud Shell is a Debian-based virtual machine with a persistent 5 gigabyte home directory, which makes it easy for you to manage your Google Cloud projects and resources. The GC Cloud command line tool and other utilities you need are pre-installed in Cloud Shell, which allows you to get up and running quickly. In Lessons Outline Lab, you learn how to connect to computing resources hosted on Google Cloud via Cloud Shell with the GC Cloud tool. So what will you do here? We will practice using GC Cloud commands and connect to compute services hosted on Google Cloud.
Okay.
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 Okay. I think it's better I talk like this. It's better than previous. I think in my previous presentation, it maybe I speak too fast. Okay, I
No,
will
no,
try.
you
Okay.
you are
Okay.
good. You are good. You are good. You are good. No problem.
Okay. 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 Thank you. And in this lab, we will do for 3 tasks. The first, configure your environment. The task 2, install a new component. And the third task 3, connect to your VM instance with SSH. So I will start to demonstrate from the beginning using GC Cloud config set project. Okay, I have start again. GC Cloud. Can you see what the command line that I type here? GC Cloud config set project. And the followed project ID. You can see the project ID and the Google Cloud Console above. There is project ID here.
Yes.
Okay, I type here. Okay, success. This command line, when you are connected to the Cloud Shell terminal, you already authenticated and the project is set to your project ID. So the
Yes.
example for command line, GC Cloud config set project and the followed project ID that you
Yes.
have on your project. Understand? Okay. GC Cloud is the command line tool for Google Cloud. It comes pre-installed on Cloud Shell and supports tab completion. Then you can list the active account name with this command, GC Cloud out list. You can see the result of the command line that you type. There is active account here. Then if you want to set the active account, you can run the command line GC Cloud config set account. You can see that this active account is here. Sorry, GC Cloud config set account. Okay. Then if you want to list the project ID, you can use this command line GC Cloud config list project. Okay. Then we start to configure environment. In this section, we will learn about aspects in the development environment that you can adjust. First, I will describe about understanding regions and zones. Certain Google Compute Engine, there is regions and zones. A region is a specific geographical location where you can run your resources. And each region has one or more zones. For example, US Central A Central 1 region denotes Central United States that has zone US Central 1A, US Central 1B, US Central 1C, and US Central 1F. Okay. If we setting the region and zones, you can use the command line GC Cloud config get value compute /zone. Okay, and if we set the regions, we use the command GC Cloud config get value compute region. Okay. You can see that the result is unset. Why? Because that means no default zone or region is set. So what should we do? In Cloud Shell, let's run the following command: gc cloud compute project info describe project and followed by the project ID. Okay, there are case and value missing from the output because no default zone and region is set. Okay, set informant variables. Let's export the project ID. Oh, sorry. Export project ID and okay, then zone, export zone. Oh, excuse me. Is the time is over, or can I still continue? Can I continue this lab? I'm worried that the time is over. Okay, I think it is. I think we still have any time. Okay, and zone, for example. Okay, good. Okay, US Central 1A. I use, for example, zone. I use US Central 1A. Okay. Then to verify that the variables can set properly, so we use the echo $sign project ID. Okay. Then zone using echo $sign zone. Okay, you can see the result on the screens. If the variables were set correctly, the echo commands will output your project ID and zone. You can see here the output of the project ID and the zone, the result of zone here, US Central 1A. Okay, then next step, we will create virtual machines with the GC Cloud tool. To create your virtual machine, we will use the command gc cloud compute instances create gc lab 2 and machine type 1A standard 2 zone and $sign zone. Okay, wait for a minute. The command lines, they are in progress. You will get the result. For the output is, you can see the name of virtual machines. Oh, error. Okay, it's GC Cloud compute instances. Create GC Cloud compute instances. Create GC lab 2 machine type and 1 standard 2 zone $sign zone. Okay. I think I got error. I try it again. I hope success. I will explain you the command details. GC Cloud Compute allows you to manage your compute engine resources in a format that's simpler than the compute engine API. Instances creates a new instance, and GCE Lab 2 is the name of the virtual machine. The machine type flag specifies the machine type as N1 standard 2. The zone flag specifies where the virtual machine is created. Okay. Permission denied on location US Central 1A, or it may not exist. I got error in this. Location US Central. Okay, I must check the. I think I got error. Wait a minute, please. Okay. Is there enough time for my presentation, or my presentation is is over time. I'm worried that my presentation is over time because the present says that the duration of my presentations is only for 1 hour. I'm worried that my presentation session is over time. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. What time should I finish the presentation? Where is the person? I don't see my. Oh, here. Why? Oh, why he didn't tell me? Oh, I'm very. So what should I finish the presentation? What's in the time? Should I finish this presentation? Oh, so I think so. Do you want to close the presentation now? Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Before I close the presentation, please give me the feedback on the screen, please. How well did you like the lessons? And the next about connect on your live, please give me the feedback so I can evaluate to my next presentations. Oh, okay. Really? Okay. I apologize that my presentation is not good, or you don't satisfy for my presentation, or it may be I talk too fast or too many terminologies that you don't understand. I try to give the best presentation, but I was very surprised when I didn't finish yet on my presentation, but there are many people left. I, I don't understand. So I'm rather surprised. Okay, okay, really, okay, okay, really, thank you. Okay, I apologize. I must close this presentation today. Once again, I apologize for not satisfy you if or my presentation is not good or etc. I'm really surprised when there are many people left without I realize that. Okay, okay. Have a nice day. You, I have a nice day for you too. I must close the session. Okay, I must. I must improve on my presentation for the next webinar. Okay, see you. See you. Bye bye. I will close now.